everyone, this is Samiksha Pathak and I welcome you to a short video representing the topic reproduction. So as everyone is familiar with the fact that each and every organism live for a certain time period, and this certain time period from the birth to natural death of an organism is called its lifespan. So even after having such a certain lifespan, there are a vast number of organisms in this universe for several years. So there must be obviously some process which maintains this continuity, and this process is called reproduction. So if we talk about the term reproduction, it can be defined as a biological process in which the organism give rise to its young ones, which we call offsprings, similar to itself. In some cases, the offsprings are similar, and in other cases, they are the same or identical. So there are different modes of reproduction. The mode of reproduction in which the offsprings are the identical copies of their parents having the same setup, same number of cells, is called asexual reproduction. On the other hand, there comes the process of sexual reproduction, which resulting in the offsprings which are not identical to the parents but somewhat same to them. First of all, let's begin with asexual reproduction. There are several modes of asexual reproduction used by single-celled organisms, like fission, which involves binary fission, multiple fission, regeneration, spore formation, etc. So if we talk about fission, for unicellular organisms, cell division or fission leads to creation of new individuals. Many single-celled organisms use the process of binary fission in which one organism divides into two halves, amoeba being a very common example of it, and the two parts grown up into a fully developed organism. In other case, there is multiple fission in which one cell divides into a large mass of cells and each cell then take the shape of a new organism. The process of budding can be easily understood through amoeba. In this is the amoeba, this is the nucleus. Upon maturation, amoeba divides the nucleus into two halves, and these daughter cells then separate and give rise to two different organisms. Next come fragmentations. It is a relatively simple process which is used by many multicellular organisms. For example, Spirogyra. In this, the organism simply breaks into smaller pieces upon maturation, and each of these pieces takes the shape of a new organism similar to the parent cell. The next mode of asexual reproduction is budding. In this process, organisms use regenerative cells for proliferation. An outgrowth develops at a part of a body due to repeated cell division at a particular site. This outgrowth then detaches from the parent body and develops into a fully grown organism upon maturation. The best example of this is Hydra. The process of budding can be easily understood in Hydra. These are the tentacles in Hydra. This is the mouth of the organism. From any specific site, let's say this one, a bud originates, and this bud upon maturation detaches from the body and grow up to form a new hydra. Next comes the mode of sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction involves the formation of male and female gametes either from the same individual or by different individuals of the same sex. Sexual reproduction is a comparatively slow, complex and longer process which involves the fusion of male and female gametes. Since there are two different parents involved, therefore the offsprings are not identical to each other or to the parents. Pause again. The fusion of male and female gametes is called fertilization. Being a very complex and slow process, there are many steps involved in fertilization. Before fertilization, there are some processes which we call pre-fertilization processes, and after fertilization are called post-fertilization. The male and female reproductive system are complex systems and includes a variety of things. So a detailed video on that will be given separately. Thank you.